What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. To go along to get along, hypocrisy. So I was listening to something, and Kwame Brown has made the phrase "to go along, get along" gang pretty popular. It's nothing new, but the mindset has been there, and people are starting to talk about it more and emphasize it more. But me being me, I'm gonna point out a few things that I see. Nothing against what the brothers are saying, but at the same time, let's just expound on this idea. There are people who don't want to go along to get along with people, and you usually call those people antagonists. People who like dissension, people who like to start a mutiny. I don't want to get along with nobody, so I'm just gonna rock the boat just because of nothing. And here's the problem with that. There's a segment of the people who are not part of the go along and get along gang, because I know what they're saying initially is some people are just brown noses, butt kissers, and they get along with anybody, blah blah blah, and they really are there just to keep it moving in a positive direction, house Negro type mentality, but not saying the other part. And what the other part is some people, I'm not going to go along to get along because I got to speak my mind. But here's the thing. You're not that bright and you ain't saying nothing. See, what about the people who are not part of the go along, get along gang because they're just stupid? See, sometimes people go along and get along because somebody's right in the situation and everybody is on board and it works. Oh, yeah, it's called leadership. See, people who are hypocritical about that, everybody want to be the chief, don't nobody want to be the Indian, right? So everybody wants to be a boss, and you got those people who, I'm not going to go along and get along until y'all make me the boss. This is my childish tantrum way of putting myself in a leadership position, and because I ain't part of the go along to get along gang, but I need y'all to follow my lead when I don't go along to get along with nothing. Which means if you never could be a follower, how can you lead? You can't. You're just, a shit starter. Now, the other part of this hypocrisy is there's a lot of people that I've come across who don't go along to get along have never done anything successfully. You see what I'm saying? Or even if they have done something successful, there are people far more successful than them because they actually focused on their job, their craft, their profession. And they didn't get caught up in the, oh, well, I ain't gonna go along to get along. I'm gonna be here, but I ain't gonna go along to get along. Well, you never could actually reach your full potential in being successful in anything because you were so busy, running through the manure and the minutia that you never actually focused, buckled down, and got better. But you didn't talk about that part. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go along to get along, have a better work ethic, right? So then you have this idea where, some people do the, I'm not going to go along to get along, and I got to express myself, right? And what I said earlier about, people being dumb and not saying much is a different facet of that where, you got people who blow up good situations just because they have this need to express themselves. And it's like, I did a video about that. Your attitude can mess how a bad attitude can mess up business. And some people don't want to get along with people because that would mean they would have a responsibility. And some people who are not part of the go along to get along gang it has nothing to do with going along and getting along with people. It has everything to do with, I don't want to be responsible for anything. And then, then you have the type of people who, I'm going to question everything. Well, it's okay to ask questions, but it's not okay to question everything. Because if you're asking questions, you're trying to learn and get better. If you're questioning everything, you already know what to do, right? But see, people who are questioning everything don't really know what to do, so they just questioning stuff just to be a jerk. So you're not part of, I'm not going to go along to get along like the rest of y'all, but the rest of these people are getting something done and you are not getting anything done, but you are just causing problems, and then that becomes an issue, and then some people, that becomes a lack of maturity in a sense where I'm not going to get along with people, to show you how much of a alpha or whatever I am. And it doesn't work out like that. It's more, idiocracy, where I'm not getting along with people because, I stand alone and I walk alone and I'm gonna show you. You're not showing nobody anything, because if you're like that, you got to bring up the people who don't go along, are not part of the go along to get along gang, but run back to factions of the go along to get along gang for help when them being anti go along and get along doesn't work, and now they out on their behind. See what I'm saying? So the hypocrisy of it, nobody brings up. But so for me, I'm like, let's just talk about it a little bit. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.